And here we have the size difference. Now, we have the Pixel 7a here on the left in charcoal. We have the Pixel 7 here in the lime green, I believe. I'm not, or maybe it's lemongrass. I'm not sure what the official name is. It's a yellowish tint Pixel. I think it's lemongrass, but I'm not sure. Might have been last year's. And this is the Pixel 7 Pro. So we have 7a, 7, 7 Pro. And this will give you a good estimate as far as if you're considering purchasing the device. I'm sure if you are considering getting one of these Pixels, it's probably between these two smaller ones. The 7a is a absolute beast of a phone, probably on top of the smartphone market as far as just all-around performer, spec beast, snappiness. Actually, this one is super snappy. These two have 8 gigs of RAM. This one has 12 gigs of RAM. This is the 8 gig 128 storage variant. This is the 8 gig 256 storage variant. And this is the 12 gig 256 storage variant. Absolute beast. Now, these phones are beautiful. One beautiful design. These two phones here have camera strip stickers. We put these on here. That's why they may look a little different than what you're used to. This is more of a chrome, shiny chrome, like you see on a chrome wheel on a vehicle. Stock, it comes shiny chrome. This is a shiny gold. And with the sticker on here, makes them more, you can tell there's a more of a silver tint looking. Now we put that on there to protect the camera bar back there because it is all glass across. Well, this is glass, but the underneath where the silver is scratches really easily. So we put our sticker on there. It's a Sophie Guard, I believe is the brand name. You can just Google it, Sophie Guard Pixel 7 camera sticker, and you should be able to find that. It's only a couple bucks, but you can get them all different colors. So if you wanted to have this one a gold color, you could, or vice versa, whatever, even a black. They have a blackish one. But let's look at the size difference. The 7a just got in. Pretty similar to the Pixel 7a 7. So, as you can tell, now from the look of it, the sensors are all upgraded this year on the 7a. If you get the 7, the specs are basically identical to this. If you get the 7a, specs are basically identical to the 7. There is a microphone back here. See that little dot? That is a microphone. So you do get an extra microphone as far as for recording videos, phone calls, which you do not get back here. And there's no sticker on here on this bar. But as you can tell, it has 2 antenna bands on the top, 1 mic, 1 antenna band, and 1 mic. As you can tell, the camera bar, it's a little taller. And this one's, we got a screen protector on there. This is a glass screen protector. I'm going to do a screen protector install on this one here in just a minute that I'm going to upload separately. But let's look at the size difference. Now, it's hard to tell here. Let me lock them in place. I'll tilt it so you can see the height difference. Okay, as you can tell, there's about a status bar difference as far as screen size, screen real estate. There's about a status bar taller on the Pixel 7, which is on the right. I believe this is a 6.4. I believe. I don't have the specs memorized, but from last year's model and this year's model, I believe, or it's a 6.39, something like that. It's basically 6.4 on the 7, and I think the 7a is a 6.1. So just a shade smaller. As you can tell, in the Pixel 7 on the right is a little taller. Now let's look at the width. Let's see. Hard to tell. Let's see the buttons. Let's get the buttons right so they don't on the same side. Let me see if I can lock them in place. Well, it shifted a little bit. So the 7 on the right may be a hair. See on the top? Bottom's equal. If you look at the top, just a hair wider. So and this is the Pixel 7 on the right is a shade heavier as well. So a little taller and just barely wider and barely heavier. I think this one comes in maybe 10, 12 grams heavier. Basically feel about the same. This one feels bigger in the hand. Just that little bit of difference being wider and taller and a little thicker, I believe. It does make a big difference in the hand, actually. This is my first time actually comparing them side to side. When you hold this one in the hand, you're like, huh. I mean, it feels skinnier as far as how wide it is. This one fits very slim in the hand. But then when you hold this one just feels bigger in the hand. Actually, this one on the right, the 7, is more comfortable. If you have big hands like I do, this one's going to fit perfect in your hand. This one is a fairly small phone. They do not look that much different side to side, but this one feels much smaller when you actually hold it. So there is a noticeable size difference when you physically hold the phone in your hand. Yeah, this one is wider too as far as the thickness of the phone, as far as when you lay it on the table, how tall it sits up off the ground. This one's noticeably thicker, as you can tell. Not a lot, but just enough to make a difference in the hand. So again, this one does feel better in the hand. It's a little heavier, a little bulkier, feels more premium, and that's true because this is glass on the back. This is glass front, glass back. It feels more premium. This is glass on the front, plastic on the back. So that's where the weight comes. That's why this one feels a little heavier, because this is glass. And this is why this feels just a little better in the hand, more premium. You can tell the difference. Not a lot. When you look, they look the same, right? But you can just tell this is a more premium device. So I know the specs are fairly similar. Almost identical. However, this is the more premium device. This is why this is going to be more expensive. However, you can find a Pixel 7 used. A Pixel 7 used for the same price you can as this device brand new. Now, this has been in a case with the screen protector. This is fairly brand new. It looks brand new, but we've had it since launch, so it's about 6 months old. But if I were you, if I was making a choice, if I had to purchase one of these devices, I'm going with the 7. Now, you will have no issues going with this. This phone is very snappy. We've been using it for about a day now, just to get the feel of it, how it operates. We did not like the 6A. We got rid of the 6A. Our fingerprint scanner would not work. The 6A had no face unlock. This has now face unlock. This has 90 hertz refresh rate. The 6A had its old 60 hertz refresh rate. This feels like a brand new device. This feels like a Pixel 7. If you did not have this device, you would think this is, wow, it's just like the 7. But when you hold them side by side, this is the device to get. Now, I understand they have deals where you can get this basically for free, which we did. As you can tell, it's on Google Fi. So I don't blame you. You can't go wrong with this 7A. But if you had to make a choice, I'm going with the 7. More premium feel. It feels more sturdy. Actually feels a little bigger in the hand. And it's just a more premium device. But if you wanted to get this, look for one on the used market. You can get one of these at a phenomenal deal. If you're upgrading and you get a really good deal on this, no harm, no foul. But this is awesome. Let's look at the big boy here, Beast. Now, huge difference. Actually, not a huge difference. Yeah, it's a huge difference. Look at that. You got it's far more taller, much wider, probably more thicker. I'm guessing if you're considering this phone, you're not going to be considering this. This is almost twice, not twice, but You actually can get one of these at a really good deal too, but it's just size difference. If you're in the market for one of these, I doubt you're going to be getting a Pro. But let's just look at it real quick. So we got them side by side. Yeah, look at that. Pro's much taller. And look, the 7 and the 7A, the lemongrass that I showed you, the 7 has a flat display. 7A on the left on the screen has a flat display. 7 Pro on the right has a curved display. And you can see that right there. Now let's look at the... They're sticking together. Okay, so we'll look at the... Look at that. Whoa. Stand right up. I think the displays are sticking. Look how much bigger that is, how much wider it is. So they're sitting flat, right? You saw it stand up. Look how much wider and bigger the Pro is behind. You could basically put the 7A beneath the 7 and the 7 Pro and not even tell it's there. So much bigger, much thicker phone. If you had a choice, go with the big boy. Now, it is bigger. God, they did stick together. Do have a screen protector on there. It's probably why. So, let's look at all three of them, put side by side. Yeah, so this is way bigger. It doesn't feel that big. Of course, now look, I'm recording on the S23 Ultra. It's like the Titanic of cell phones. So any one of these three feels like a little rinky-dink phone. And these are not rinky-dink phones. The Pixels, this lineup of the 7 series, you cannot go wrong with any one of these three. Absolutely cannot go wrong. You're going to get security updates, software updates once a month, every month for about 5 years. I think software is 4, security updates 5. Every month you're going to get updated. These are snappy. Battery life is excellent. You can run beta software on here. The cameras are the best in the business. Beat Apple, beat Samsung. These cameras are phenomenal. And we go through a ton of devices. As you can tell, nothing beats a Pixel phone on the camera quality. Battery life, phenomenal. Just everything. Build quality is top notch. I mean, Google's knocked it out of the park here. So I just want to do a quick video in comparison. Again, mainly between these two, the 7A and the 7. I know the 7 Pro is basically kind of an unfair matchup between the Pro and the 7A, but it's here anyways. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you got any questions, let us know. Comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. We're the official, unofficial home of hashtag Team Pixel. Also Samsung and all that good stuff. So hope you enjoyed the video and subscribe. We got plenty more on the way. Peace.